Welcome to Module 9, Resolving Issues Between the Parties, Part 2, the Documents. There are two key documents for a Chambers application. Recall from Part 1 video that you might need to do a Chambers application for a procedural matter. For example, requesting substitutional service or requesting from the court to dispense with service of the statement of claim, or asking for help to determine ownership of a property pending the outcome of litigation, or compelling a company select an officer for questioning. So you've identified a need to ask for help on a procedural matter in a litigation lawsuit, and your lawyer is going to ask you to prepare two documents, the application and the affidavit. The application document's new. We've seen an affidavit, but for a different reason. So let's take a look at these two documents. The application. It is the document that notifies the court of a procedural dispute. Essentially, it says to the court, hey, I'm having an issue with the procedural matter, Court of Queen's Bench, and I need to appear before a master to help them decide how we should be proceeding. You use Form 27. A copy of that will be put in your D12 folder for the module. And here's a little brief overview of why we need said application. Its purpose is to give reasons for filing the application. So like I said earlier, we need the court's permission to do substitutional service. We need the court's help to compel a corporate defendant select an officer for questioning. It sets out the material that will support the application, and it lists any rules that will allow the reasons for said application. The application will also list the acts or regulations that allow the reason for it, and states how the application is to be dealt with. You should have an example in your course material in your Module 9 material. So let's now take a look at the second document, the affidavit. So your affidavit supports the application, and we can use Form 49. Form 49 is your generic affidavit, and it sets out the evidence that supports the application. So in the application we say why we need help, and the affidavit says these are the reasons we need help. Your evidence might be listed in the affidavit directly or attached as an exhibit. So why repeat the information when you can just give the court the information? The evidence that could be right in the affidavit or attached to an exhibit includes things like correspondence, requesting answers to undertaking from questioning. So perhaps your lawyer wrote the other side and said, hey, where's the answer to undertaking 5 and 12? Why are you taking a year to answer? Or financial records proving financial hardship. This would be for an interim child support or spousal support application, copy of court documents filed and served, or copy of correspondence serving the court document. So in our next PowerPoint presentation that's annotated, so part 3, we'll go over what you do once you have a prepared application and affidavit. So check forward the next part, so part 3.